Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, we are going to continue our first chapter with the second topic, cubic. In the previous video, we had discussed that in cubic equations, there is 3 degree of polynomial, which means the maximum power of x will be 3. The general equation of the general cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus c equal to 0. Then we had derived some formulas which will be used in this chapter, and the derivation is not part of the syllabus, so I'm not repeating it how we derived it. So just have a look at the formulas. That first formula was sum of alpha equal to negative b upon a. The second formula was sum of alpha beta equal to c upon a, and alpha beta gamma was negative d upon a. If we notice that we have a pattern, negative sign, positive sign, negative sign. And in the previous video we had solved a question in the end in which we had used this formula sum of alpha and alpha beta gamma. This formula is not yet used, which we will use in today's video. Then we had discussed two more formulas which are also usually used. The first that is the fourth formula, which is sum of alpha square equal to bracket open sum of alpha bracket close whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. In quadratics there was sum of alpha whole square equal to bracket sum of alpha whole square minus 2 alpha beta, but just the change is minus 2 sum of alpha beta, because there was only two roots, so there was the product was alpha beta, but here are three roots, so it becomes alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma, which we can write it as sum of alpha beta. That's why. Then we had derived one more formula. The derivation is not our part, so that one more formula was sum of alpha power minus 1 equal to sum of alpha beta divided by alpha beta gamma. Now we will use these all formulas, and if we get a time I will introduce one more formula, and that will be new formula for you, and that will be enough for this topic. Okay, then we will solve some more questions. Before introducing new formula, we will use these all formulas which we had learned. So here is question 2. In the question 2, given that x cube minus 3x square plus 12 equal to 0. So first of all we will note down that a is equal to 1. Here is 1, so a is 1. B is equal to minus 3. C equal to, C is a thing with the x power 1. There is nothing with the x power 1, so here is 0. And D is the coefficient, is a constant without without having x, so D is equal to 12. So basically this is D. I hope you got it. After doing this, we can read the question ahead. This equation has roots alpha beta gamma. Find the following values. What we have to find? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is sum of alpha. We know the formula is negative b upon a, so just we will use our formula for sum of alpha equal to negative b upon a. What is b? This is, and a is this, so we will write negative, b is negative 3 and a is 1, so this is, so our answer is 3. I hope you get this. Okay, then it is asking for alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma, which we can write as sum of alpha beta. And we had discussed what is the formula of sum of alpha beta. For the sum of alpha beta, we have formula positive C upon A. Okay, so what is C? C is 0 and A is 1. So 0 upon 1 is equal to 0. So this is our answer. Okay, then in the part B, it is asking for alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square, which we can write as sum of alpha square. So this is part B here, and the formula for sum of alpha square equal to, bracket open, sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. The point is you have to memorize these formulas. If you will get these formulas, then you can solve all of the questions. And how to memorize, not just do rectification. You have to practice these type of questions, these easy questions of book, so you can get over the formula, then you can get the formula easily. So we had find out the sum of alpha as 3 in the first part. So we will write 3 square minus 2 alpha beta. We get sum of alpha beta as 0, negative 2, and this is 0. So we got the answer as 3 square minus 0. It become 9. Okay, so this part is done. I hope there is nothing confusion in this part. So now I will move to the next part. Okay, wait for a bit. Yeah, wait here, let me move it upward. Yeah. Yes, this is question 3. The roots of each of the following cubic equations are alpha, beta, gamma. In each case, find the value of the 3 equations are given. There are 3 parts. We will solve these 3 parts. But before that, one second. It asks, in each case, find the values of S2 and S minus 1. Okay, we will solve it. Nothing new. We will just use these two formulas. Okay. Sum of alpha whole square minus 2 alpha beta, and the second formula is sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. Yeah, so I was saying that you know the formula. Before I solve it, you have to stop the video and solve it yourself, so you can get it that are you getting the point or not, and match the answer. If the answer matches, that's well and good. Otherwise, there will be a solution which I am going to solve now. There is part A. The equation is x cube minus 2x square plus 5 equal to 0. The A is 1. What is A? A is this. The B is a coefficient with x square. This is minus 2. The C is, wait for a bit. The C is a coefficient with x. There only x. In this equation there is absence of x, so we can write 0. And the D is a constant which is positive 5. Wait for a bit. So this is we have to find out S2 and S minus 1. Okay, so S2 we had decided that S2 is sum of alpha square. The formula is sum of alpha whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, so how can we find sum of alpha? We know the formula of sum of alpha as negative b upon a. So this is b and this is a. So we will write, how we will write, that's the question. First we have a bracket, wait, here is a bracket in which I will write as negative, then negative, this is negative sign of negative b upon a, then I will write b as negative 2 and a is 1 divided by 1, this bracket close, then this wait for a bit, yes, wait, give me a bit, oh, give me a time to make this, wait, okay, yeah, this is okay, I think so, yes, and the whole square here, minus 2 sum of alpha beta. What was the formula of sum of alpha beta? C upon a. C is 0 and a is 1, so 0 upon 1, so we will write 0 upon 1. Now just do a thing which I will tell you. Just enter this into the calculator. It will become 4. So 4 is our answer. Okay. As this becomes 0. Okay. Then if we enter the bracket part, we will get 4. It is also asking for s minus 1. We will also solve for s minus 1 here. S minus 1. S minus 1 is sum of alpha power minus 1. And its formula we had decided as sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. We got that sum of alpha beta is 0 upon 1. Okay, so we will write 0, and alpha beta gamma is negative d upon a, so negative d is 5 and a is 1, so we will write negative 5 upon 1, negative 5 upon 1, so it becomes 0. Okay, now moving to part B. If you didn't solve part A by your own, stopping the video, so now you can try part B before I solve it. You can stop the video. We have to write what is A, what is B, what is C, and what is D from this equation. The A is 3. B is a coefficient with x square, so there is nothing, the x square don't exist in this equation, so it means the x square is so B is 0. The C is the coefficient with x, so it means it is 4, and D is a constant. If I tell you that it is a coefficient of x cube, it is a coefficient of x square, it is a coefficient of x, and this is a constant. Okay, so let's do and find out S2. For S2, we have to write bracket open sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. Okay, so sum of alpha. Sum of alpha means negative b upon a. This 0 upon 3. It is 0 upon 3 whole square, which will be obviously 0. Negative 2. Sum of alpha beta is c upon a, so 4 upon 3. Okay, so here is 4 upon 3. So here we get negative 8 upon 3. Okay, and on the other side we also want s minus 1. Its formula is sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. Wait here. So alpha beta we had find out as 4 upon 3. And alpha beta gamma is negative d upon a. So this is d and this is a. So I will write it as wait for a bit, that is negative 1. Yes, negative 1 upon 3. If we do this in a calculator, we will get 4. You can try it on your calculator also. And then we have third equation, part C. In part C, again we will write A, B, C, D first. Okay, so in part C, A is 1, B is 3. As I told you that it is a coefficient with x cube, this is a coefficient with x square. C is a coefficient with x, and D is a coefficient with x power 0, means there is the x is not written. And the coefficient with x cube is 1, the coefficient with x square is 3, the coefficient with x is 5, and the coefficient with D is negative 7. Okay, so we have to do part C. First of all, we will find S2. Wait for a bit. OMG. The formula is sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. So sum of alpha is negative b upon a. Okay, so negative b means 3 and 1. It means negative 3 upon 1 whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. It means c upon a. C is 5 and a is 1. So what will be the answer? Calculated from the calculator. It becomes minus 1. Okay. Then s minus 1 has the formula sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. So if we talk about sum of alpha beta, so sum of alpha beta is 5 upon 1, which means 5. And then we have alpha beta gamma, which formula is negative d upon a, negative 7 upon 1, which I can write it as negative 7 upon 1, which becomes which will be 5 upon 7 as answer. You can check it. So what we did in this question, just we used two formulas of sum of alpha square and sum of alpha minus 1, but we have to know the formulas of sum of alpha beta, and alpha beta gamma. Then we had solved it easily. There is nothing new for us. After this, we will move to the question number 4. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. Inshallah, I will reply for your question. But here is now question number 4. Let's do this. The cubic equation x cube minus x plus 7 has equal to 0 has roots alpha beta gamma. Find the values of sum of alpha and sum of alpha square. Simple, just you have to know the formulas. I prefer you to do it by yourself before watching the solution. A is 1. B is a coefficient with x square. In the equation there is no x square, it means the B is 0. The C is a coefficient with x and there is negative 1 with x. And the D is a constant which is positive 7. First, it is asking to find out the sum of alpha. So for the sum of alpha, we know the formula is negative b upon a. It means 0 upon 1. Negative 0 upon 1, which becomes 0. And the other formula is sum of alpha beta. No, sorry. It is asking sum of alpha square, which formula is sum of alpha. I will write it, sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. So we got sum of alpha as 0 whole square minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 sum of alpha beta. So what is sum of alpha beta? Sum of alpha beta. Sum of alpha beta is c upon a. It means negative 1 upon 1. And if we calculate it from the calculator, our answer becomes positive 2. There is nothing difficult in this question. If you still want to ask anything, you can ask in the comment section. Now I am moving to the next part. I still recommend you to solve this question by yourself, and I also want to say you that memorize these formulas by practicing, not just do rectification. But I think before question 5 we have to get up with the new formula, and then we will solve the question 5. And I think that the question 5 will be last question for this video. After that we will discuss a few more questions in the next video. So we are now going to discuss our new formula. We know to find out s minus 1 there is a formula. Wait for a bit here. Yeah, one more second. Okay. Yeah, let me use laser for this. To find out the s minus 1, we have formula sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. And to find out s1, we have formula sum of alpha, which is equal to negative b upon a. Okay. To find out s2, we have formula sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. But the question is, what if he asks, the examiner asks for s minus 2, s minus 3, s3, s4, s8, s16, s32. We can't memorize the formulas for each of s. So we have a method which I will tell you, and that will be very useful. It will be very useful. Okay, so whenever you get the examiner, I will write, whenever examiner asks for Sn, let me tell you what can be n. N can be -8, -4, -3, +3, +4, +8, +16, +32. I will tell only one formula which will be enough. Okay, so what is the formula? The formula is Sn equal to -a1 Sn minus 1, -a2 Sn minus 2, -a3 Sn minus 3. Enough for cubic. Okay, the question is, what is a1, what is a2, and what is a3? Okay, so I will tell this. The a1 is negative b upon a Sn minus 1. a2 is negative c upon a Sn minus 2, and a3 is negative d upon a Sn minus 3. Okay, till this. And what is Sn minus 1, what is Sn minus 2, and what is Sn minus 3? Basically, if it asks for S4, Sn minus 1 will be S3, Sn minus 2 will be S2, and Sn minus 3 will be S1. But if he asks for S0, sorry, not S0, if he asks for S3, Sn minus 1 will be S2, Sn minus 2 will be S1, and Sn minus 3 will be S0. And I have to give you a note. If we get S0 it will be maximum power of x in equation. For example, if the equation is quadratic, our maximum power of x will be 2, so our s0 will be 2. If equation is cubic, maximum power of equation is 3. 3, and so S0 will also be 3. Okay, so now let's do a question and be handy with this question, be handy with this formula. Okay, if you have any question, keep it in mind. If you did not get your question after solving this question, you can ask your question in comment section. I hope you will get answer by solving this question. This is question 5. Given that 2x cube plus 5x square plus 1 equal to 0. So we can write A, B, C and D. A is a coefficient with x cube, B is a coefficient with x square, C is a coefficient with x, and D is a coefficient with x power 0. So A is 2, this is 2, B is 5 and C is 0, as there is the x power 1 doesn't exist, and x power 0 is 1, so we will write 1 here. Wait for a bit. Okay, everything is okay. Yeah, this equation has roots alpha, beta, gamma, and that Sn equal to a n plus b beta n plus gamma n. Find the value of S2 and S3. We know how to find out S2. We can find out S2 as sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. How to find out sum of alpha? Sum of alpha can be find out as negative b upon a. B is this, a is this. Wait for a bit. It is b is 5, so it becomes negative 5, and a is 2, negative 5 upon 2 whole square. Then minus 2 sum of alpha beta is c upon a, 0 upon 2. If we calculate this, we have 25 upon 4 as our answer. We got S2. It is also asking for S3. I told you if the n is 3, we will use the formula of Sn equal to negative a1 Sn minus 1, negative a2 Sn minus 2, and negative a3 Sn minus 3. So this is S3. Instead of n, we write S3. So our formula will be like this: minus a1 Sn minus 1 means S3 minus 1, which becomes S2. Then minus a2. Then Sn minus 2 becomes S3 minus 2, which is S1. And then there is A3 Sn minus 3, which is S3 minus 3, which becomes S0. Okay. So negative a1 is negative b upon a, which becomes negative 5 upon 2 S2. Then we have a2, which is c upon a, which is 0 upon 2 S1. Then here is minus a3, which will be negative d upon a, which is negative 1 upon 2 S0. We can get our formula for this part. It becomes negative 5 upon 2 S2. This term becomes 0, as 0 upon 2 is 0, and 0 by S1 will also be 0. So now our next term will be negative 1 upon 2 S0. So this is our final formula for this part. Okay, so we know S2, we had find out S2 as 25 upon 4. Now we will add negative 5 upon 2 by 25 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. I told you that S0 will be the maximum power of x in equation. What is maximum power? Maximum power is 3 in the equation, so S0 is 3. If we calculate this using the calculator, we will get negative 137 upon 8 as an answer. Am I right? Let me confirm. Yes, I am right. Okay, so I hope you get the questions which we had solved in this video, and you get the formula, how to use this formula and how to get answer by using this formula. And this topic is only remaining for one more video in which we will solve further more questions. No new formula will be introduced, and I hope those questions will be solved easily. There will be nothing difficult, and I hope you get what we had did in this video. Let me give you one quick overview. You have to memorize the formulas which we had learned in our we can say the first part of this topic of the cubic, but the fourth part of our chapter, which the first formula was this: sum of alpha equal to negative b upon a. You can repeat with me: sum of alpha equal to negative b upon a. The second formula is sum of alpha beta equal to c upon a. Alpha beta gamma equal to negative d upon a. Sum of alpha square equal to bracket open sum of alpha bracket close whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. Sum of alpha power minus 1 equal to sum of alpha beta equal to alpha beta gamma. Then in today's video we had used these formulas, and I hope you also solve these questions along with me. It would be better that you had solved before me, and if you got incorrect answer, you can watch out the video and correct it. Then we had discussed, then whenever the question asks for s minus 3, s minus 4, s minus 8, s positive 8, s positive 4, s 16, we will not memorize any more formula. We have a general formula: Sn equal to negative a1 Sn minus 1, negative a2 Sn minus 2, negative a3 Sn minus 3. And I told you that a1 equal to b upon a, a2 equal to c upon a, a3 equal to d upon a. And if we get s0 in our formula, so it will be the maximum power of x in the equation. For example, we had solved this question, and the formula for s3 become negative a1, the final formula become negative 5 upon 2 s2 minus 1 upon 2 s0. As this is a cubic equation, the maximum power of x is 3, so s0 is 3, and we got our correct answer. I hope you get the whole idea, and in the next video we will do the few more questions. Until the next video, take care of yourself, and like, subscribe and comment if you have any query. Thank you for watching this video.